sure that you're getting in touch with professionals that are necessary as you go and as you grow, so that you're not having to lose sleep on things like that. The next thing I say is, if you have the budget, if you have the means, hire a bookkeeper. I did my own reconciliation and stuff for quite a while, and it was, as you're growing a business, you can't spend 4 hours trying to figure out where the 10 cents went, right? You should pay somebody else to do that if you have that. So I would certainly say really important, impactful budgetary decisions early on in your business are get an insurance rep for your business, get a bookkeeper that can, a good bookkeeper is going to do all of your stuff as far as like selecting the accounts for expenses, making sure they're going to the right accounts, making sure that the write-offs are appropriate, reconciling your bank accounts and your business accounts at the end of the month, providing you a P&L, so a little snapshot of like how you're doing. They do all of those things, and we get a monthly P&L and a quarterly tax assessment. So kind of, hey, here's how you're doing. You had a lot of profit this quarter, so you might want to pay a little additional in taxes, called an estimated estimated quarterly payment. It's like, hey, the company's gonna be very profitable, and we're set up as an S corp, so company profit is personal income, and so we want to make sure that we're kind of adjusting how much money we're making. If we're making a ton of money, we want to maybe go ahead and pay a little extra in taxes, and if we paid extra and we didn't need to, then the year you get that back. And but a bookkeeper, a solid bookkeeper, and a CPA are great investments. If you have, like I said, if you've got the money before you give yourself that raise, or before you buy the Nikes or the Rolex or whatever thing you don't need, invest in a bookkeeper, invest in a CPA, someone that's going to be there to protect you and make sure that your taxes are done appropriately, and really help you out with stuff like that. Another great service, something you can invest in, is a payroll service. We have a payroll service even just for my own personal income, and it's phenomenal because they are there to help you and take out business taxes, and it's not just cutting you a check. Now, obviously, that's something you can do. You can set up your own payroll. You can do that through QuickBooks, but you have to look at, what do they charge you per check, right? So a lot of payroll services, there's a fee. It's not a monthly fee necessarily. It's a fee per check, per payment, right? And the way I looked at it is that, okay, well, to cut X amount of paychecks, it's going to cost me X amount of dollars. If I did that myself, knowing what my personal hourly worth rate, what I am worth an hour is, X amount of dollars, right? So you have to look, okay, if I spent even 1 hour a month or 1 hour a week, right? If you spent 1 hour a week working on payroll, you might clear even on the cost, right? Like it might be pretty close to just hiring a payroll company to do it. So you go, oh, well, I'll just do it myself and save the money. But what happens if you make one mistake? That one mistake then takes you from an even break for what it would cost to get a payroll service to now you're spending 5, 6, 7, or 8 hours going back and figuring out what happened and trying to, locate an issue and locate the problem, and you just don't need to do that. You shouldn't have to do that. You need to be focusing on growing your business and client relations and things like that. So those are all really great services that early on in the business you really should take advantage of those situations. So.